Hello, Bundy. We're going out, aren't we? You don't have to pick her up. She can walk by herself. You just trying to help? No, you're playing with her tail, are you? Eden does not seem concerned by any of this. Oh, you're trying to get Eden's little waggy tail, aren't you? Oh. There's a huge difference in temperature today. It's about 10 degrees lower than it was yesterday, which is just right. Well, actually, it's still quite hot, but after yesterday's 40 degrees, 30 degrees doesn't feel too bad. Look at you going down the stairs. You decided to bring your little fish with you? Come on then. Yeah, there's buddies there, but they're not ready to pull yet. Okay? We get them later. Where do you throw those toys down? And you've got your buddy dress on as well, haven't you? And your little bag. Stuck. Come on then, let's go. You managed to pick up all those things in your hands and put them in your little basket. Yep, right there. Away we go. The last time we took Story out in this pram, her tyres were flat, but I pumped them right up solid, so it's going to be a good pavement test day today. All ready to go? Story looks ready. Give it a push, see how it feels.
Can't show on here.
Yeah. So today we're not going to take the normal forest route. How's it feel on the tarmac?
Much better.
Rock solid, eh?
Yeah.
We thought we'd go up past the church and then go up the hill, and there's a viewpoint that leads over the city. Not the city, the town. You can hardly call our town a city, can we? We thought we'd go that way instead. Switch it up a bit, do something a little bit different. Ooh, feel that cool breeze. Didn't have that yesterday, did we?
No.
This is such a vast improvement over yesterday's weather.
It really is.
Oh, that was unbearable. Eden is really dragging her heels. You don't want to be out today, do you? Well, we've chosen the coolest day we could have brought you out. You do need your exercise. Come on. It's peaceful out here. The skies are still a bit murky though, aren't they?
Yeah, there's no blue.
No. It's a very cool, like, whitewashed kind of...
It's peaceful though in the village.
Yeah, not much goes on here. But that's lovely. Part of the stress-free life of living in Portugal. We're getting close to the church. I don't think we've ever walked past it while it's been belling. Story is most impressed with this little motorbike here. She's already been calling out brum brum. Very Portuguese. This is the house with a huge vineyard attached to it. Look at that. A lot of work that, I bet. Wonder how much wine they could produce.
A fair bit, I would imagine.
I said just a minute ago, stress-free life, living in Portugal. But that is a lie. I have been feeling anxious all day, worrying about adult things, money and business, and what I should be doing with my life, and whether we're going in the right direction, all deep stuff. These are the kind of things that we're always thinking about. I don't think people realise that much about going self-employed, how much pressure you take on yourself when everything is your own responsibility. When you watch this channel and you see this idyllic situation perhaps of a relaxing days doing what seems to be nothing, it's never really the case. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and just know that, just like everybody else, we've got our worries. Been working through some issues, haven't I today, Sash?
Yeah, yes.
I wasn't even sure if I was going to pick up the camera today.
That's the main reason that we're out for the walk, is to get out of the house and get some exercise and get the blood flowing.
Yeah, see if we can break the cycle and get back in the zone. Don't get me wrong, being self-employed and working from home is great. It's one of the best decisions we ever made, but it does bring a lot more worry onto your head. You don't have any sick leave, you don't have any maternity leave, you don't have any paid form of compensation if something goes wrong, and that's always on your head. But the upside is we get to spend all day with each other, working together with Eden and Story, and get to see the world as a family.
It's so steep.
Keep pushing. Almost at the viewpoint now. Ruined house there. I bet this is what our house looked like when it was first found before it got renovated. Lovely location, especially from this angle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With the old walls and everything. One thing I am noticing though is there's no garden.
There, at the front.
Oh yeah? Let me have a look over the wall. Oh yeah, what am I talking about? I wonder if all of this is part of it. Wow, big bit of land. How are you doing? Did you say you're hot?
So I want to walk.
Oh, you want to walk? Okay, give us a few more seconds.
Not uphill.
No, you can walk when we get to the viewpoint up there. You need a hand.
Yes, but it is.
Let's push together.
Oh,
Ah.
can you get the gauge of this steep hill?
Let's have a look.
Oh.
Wow. Starting to breathe heavily now. Story, are you sure you want to walk? You got the easy job. Whew. Look at that. This little mountain road here reminds me so much of the drive through North Thailand to a little town that we love called Pai. This corner in particular looks almost exactly like one of the corners we used to take day in, day out. We often talk about how much little parts of Portugal remind us of Thailand, and I think that's a nice thing, to have that little hit of exoticness every now and again.
Made it.
Whew, there we go. Beautiful.
Wow.
You found a little flower. You're trying to take it already, are you? This is the little village of Sobral, where the church lives. We've just been staring at the view for ages, and we can actually see our house from here. That's cool. What have you got in your hand, Story? Is that a big stick? Yeah, well, you got more sticks. Wow. You stick warrior. You made it, Eden. Yeah, despite that fuss at the beginning, you made it to the end of the walk, didn't you? Reluctant dog, but you still made it. What do you think? Good bit of exercise, that?
Yeah, it was.
Just
good.
a quick little walk.
Yeah.
And should we head back then?
Yeah.
Now, Story, you have to go back into your pram again.
No, she's not going to want to go in.
No,
now.
she's not, is she?
She's had a taste of freedom and sticks.
Yeah, maybe she can walk for a bit in the shade.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a good bouncy. Are you going to bring that with you?
Oh.
Big stick. Whoa, you need to hit Daddy with that. I don't think you can get the scale of how big this is, but I'm having to block myself because she's swinging it around like a ninja. Watch out.
It's bigger than me.
Oh yeah. Look how bendy those trees are in the wind up there. Hey, Story, look what's happened. You refused your chair, and so somebody else took advantage. Didn't she?
Now you want the chair.
You want the chair now? Oh no, Eden's in there now, sorry.
Yeah?
She's going for a ride home. Oh, she's making a smile though. Is it funny to see
Oh,
Eden
you
in
want
there?
to push the chair? Oh, I
see.
You're going to push Eden home?
Should we try that? I don't think Eden minds the idea of this at all. Let's give her a little push and see if she enjoys it. Come on then. Okay. Just stay there, don't jump out, lie down. I better hold on in case she jumps out. How's that? You feel like one of those little chihuahuas? Yeah? Oh, that's funny. Away we go, you little cruiser. Story wants to push, but we'll go when we get on a flat surface. This is a bit steep, Story,
Yeah.
okay? It's very steep, in fact.
Mummy's not doing it.
Look at you go, pushing your sister along, eh? Geriatric dog. I'm going to take over, Story, because it's another big hill, okay? Just in case you drop her and she goes flying down the hill. That would be kind of hilarious, but also terrifying. Yeah, for Eden. I was just saying to Sash that even though we're dog lovers and we love Eden very much, we never quite did get to that stage of pushing a dog along in a pram until now. And I was thinking, I wonder if we never had Story and we got more dogs and we just focused on animals, if we would be doing that, traveling around doing more pet travel stuff. There's actually another YouTube channel, a Brazilian couple here in Portugal. They're doing really well on YouTube and they travel in a camper van with 2 doggies. It's called Viagem Animal. check it out if you're interested in that. If you're an animal lover and want to see some travels around Portugal, but it is all in Portuguese. Have you seen that channel yet?
What's that?
Viajar em Animal. Yeah, they travel around with their doggies.
Yeah.
Sometimes they push them in the pram too. Eden, you finally got the luxury treatment. You're having a little dance to the bells. Making it extremely difficult for Mummy to carry you. Did you look left and right, Story?
She did, yeah.
Yeah? She checked for cars. Come on, slowpokes. Eden wants to get home. Whoa, now you're going extra fast. Woohoo! Story's found an apple tree. It's got a bug in it, has it? Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure how this day was going to turn out, Eden, but I have to say, you have cheered me up a bit. These little antics of yours. I was not expecting this. We've all enjoyed this little family walk, haven't we?
Show Daddy what's in your bag.
What have you got? What's in your bag?
Here.
Bag.
Oh, it's an apple. Was that in your bag? Oh, good girl. And take it home. Put that away. Story's just doing a little bit of gardening. It's time for your dinner, actually. Do you want to water the plants first? Such a sweet girl. Go on in. Okay.
Jay is now just giving Story a little bath, cooling her off before she goes to bed. She's had all of her dinner and she also had a cup of green juice as well. I'm about to cook our dinner. I've set all the ingredients out here of what I need because I'm actually cooking this for our recipe book as well. It's going to be a sweet potato soup. I'm writing it down here as I go along. And then once Story's in bed, Jay's going to set the camera up and we can take some pictures of it before we eat it. Hopefully this way I'll be able to get it done a bit faster if we do it as we eat it. That's the plan anyway.
I've been trying to think of a suitable scene for this soup. This is looking good so far, something like that. And this bowl looks pretty good. I really hope that once we get this thing up and running, people will be more likely to try some of these recipes because I'm really surprised ever since we changed our diet how delicious the foods are. I wonder if people are put off by the idea that it doesn't have meat in it, but having this recipe book all sorted out, maybe people will give it more of a go. We've mentioned before that we used to do food photography as part of our income model, and one little tip I've got for anybody who's thinking of doing a food blog or something is make things smaller. So if you normally have your soup in a bowl this size, which is huge, when you're looking to make a picture of it, consider doing it in something like that. I can't say if there's any optic science behind it, but it just does look better. We've got the camera ready, we've got the false lighting ready to add some punch to the scene, and now I've just got to wait for that food to finish cooking. Sacha's now hard at work trying to make the food look presentable and also get it done, so we've got time to photograph it and then eat it while it's still warm and delicious. We're ready to take our test shot now. That's it, all the photographs have been taken and you can now see that the food has been transformed into a larger format because we needed to eat more than that little small bowl. I'm really glad that today turned around in the end. One of our 8-milers asked us once, how do you vlog when you're having a bad day? Sometimes you just got to pick up the camera and turn it on and things just tend to kind of fall into place after that. So even though when you first turn it on you might feel like you're faking it a bit, it very soon kind of resolves itself because you're getting something productive done. And because of this vlog, we've ended up doing a bit more of our work on the recipe book, and that's something that probably wouldn't have happened if I stayed anxious and depressed and annoyed all day. Well done, Sash, for helping me get back on the wagon.
Oh.
And I'm looking forward to eating this dinner tonight. Mix mix. Okay, you do mix mix.
Are you ready to make berries? Are you?
Okay.
Okay, let's get the goodies out. Here's your bowl for mix mix.